Hello, hello, hello. You're returning into the episode of The Wunderkind Show. Today's first topic, Josh Allen calls Lamar Jackson the best player in football. Look, guys, so Andrew Siciliano had a Yahoo interview with Josh Allen. And of course, they're asking about, how his offseason was, getting married. How is he feeling for this upcoming season? And of course, when you're talking about the season, you got to talk about the MVP, which he had got. And he got over a player named Lamar Demetrius Jackson. Now, segueing into that, they had to talk. They said, okay, well, what do you feel about your scheduling, especially having to go against the Baltimore Ravens on the first night of the year? And he had some interesting things to say about that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play the audio in the video of this, and then we're going to break it down, all right? Without further ado, let's get this party started. Make sure that if you like content like this, please remember, like and subscribe. Let's get it moving.
Comes to seeding and home field advantage. Like they do you guys no favors, or is it a favor?
Did them a lot of favors.
Listen, we're given the schedule just like everyone else to go out there and play it, right? And we can't. The only thing I can feel about it is it's a chance to go out there and play football and try to put our best foot forward. And we've had a good training camp. We've had a good preseason. Guys are working extremely hard. We know that they're a fantastic team. On defense, they've got some unbelievable players. On offense, they've got one of the best players, if not the best player in the league, and Lamar Jackson.
Facts.
He's truly changed how people play the game of football, and I think that's really cool. And he's a special player, a special talent, special person. And, I got a lot of respect for the Baltimore Ravens organization.
Comes to seeding.
So as you hear, guys, and you see, that's what he had to say about it. And look, I've told you guys already, I think he's the second best quarterback in the league. Even though I don't believe he should have got the MVP last year. It speaks volumes to how he is personally compared to a lot of his fan base. Because of the vitriol and stuff that comes from a lot of them. Jared, you already know it's all love. I'm not speaking to you. But I'm talking about the majority. Some of the things that are said about Lamar. But the reason why I brought this up is not just because he's speaking glowingly of Lamar, is because I feel like the NFL is getting to the point now to where everybody, even if Lamar doesn't win the MVP, is looking at him like he's him. They're looking at Patrick like Patrick won. I made this comparison before that. In my eyes, Patrick Mahomes is like, his career kind of reminds me of Magic Johnson, right? Great, big smile. The Kareem, you had Kareem, James Worthy and them boys. Tyreek, Kelsey and them boys. You know what I'm saying? Great head coach. Won in his first year or two in the league. He reminds me of Magic Johnson. But the player that closely reminds me of Michael Jordan is Lamar Jackson. And I'm thinking this is his time. Sometimes people need, time, the team to grow, just like Jordan did. And the reason why I'm bringing this up too is because the arena talked on it, which I'm going to talk and speak on probably tomorrow, which is going to be a great segue for this video. But that's what happened with Jordan. Jordan got the MVPs. Everybody knew he was him. He just hasn't been able to win in the playoffs. The Pistons kept knocking him off. No matter what he was doing, Scottie Pippen was getting headaches and migraines. And then finally he broke through. And that's all she wrote. The rest is his story, Lamar's. But just like you can say his story, it's history. Make no mistake about it. This is what I know that this is the way that Lamar Jackson will be graded. I know that. I just don't like the flimsy arguments used to down him when those same arguments are used to uplift his contemporaries. But this is letting you know that even Josh Allen looks at it. Every player in the top 100, everyone's like, Lamar has become him, bro. He's the best player in the league. Everybody knows the running backs, quarterbacks, everybody. They all, you're going to have people in the background like, no, he's not. Just like when Jordan was playing, oh, he hasn't won one yet. So until he wins one, he's a bum in my eyes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, he's a ball hog and everything else. This is what his career closely resembles most notably resembles Michael Jordan. And the one thing is, once Michael Jordan started winning, he did not stop winning. He kept piling on the championships. I think that's what's going to happen with Lamar. I truly do. I think he might get 2 or 3 this time around, back to back, maybe even a 3-peat. Mark my words, Lamar will repeat in this league. The question is if he's going to do it more than once. You see where I'm coming from? The Baltimore Ravens now have players surrounding him, from DeAndre Hopkins, Bateman, Zay Flowers, Derrick Henry, Keaton Mitchell, Justice Hill. You got weapons. Isaiah Likely, Mark Andrews, defense with the Roquan Smiths, the Kyle Hamiltons. You know what I'm saying? So many guys, even though, shout outs to our Darius. He's not going to be available for this year, but he was a weapon. You got the Oways, you got the KVNs, the Matabikes. You know what I'm saying? The Marlon Humphreys, the Mike Greens, the Higgins. We got weapons on every level of this team. Yeah, the pass protection ain't great. It's actually bad. But all of that other greatness should be able to mitigate it so that we can be great. And I think Lamar takes a whole nother step this year, captures his first Super Bowl, and is going to be the first of many. I think Lamar retires the NFL with 5 Super Bowls. I do. I really think he does. Some people are going to clip it and be like, Nitro, you're tripping. I think Lamar Jackson, when all is said and done, is going to retire with 5 titles. And at least out of 4 of them, he'll be the Super Bowl MVP. Out of at least 4 of them. I'm telling you, that's my mindset. But seeing Josh Allen, he hears things. Social media forces you to hear things. When people are talking bad about you or saying certain things, he heard what they said. So he wants his comeback. So he wants to say, look, I earned that MVP, even though we don't believe he did. He didn't get a very good year, but no one thinks that he outplayed Lamar, right? He's trying to come in to prove that he deserved that MVP. And I think Lamar is going to come in trying to win. But at the end of the day, exclamation mark, the ending of that game to remind and let everybody know you might be the MVP, but you're not the best player. Because let me let you understand this right now. There's a lot of players that won MVPs during Michael Jordan's reign. Charles Barkley won. Karl Malone won 2. So let's not act like, you know what I'm saying? Just because you're not going to win MVP every year. You're not. But I think that's what's going to happen in this game. Remind everybody, I might not be the MVP. Voted the MVP. But I'm the BTP. Or the TBP. I might not be the MVP. That's what Lamar's saying. That was voted on by y'all. But I'm the TBP. The best player. And I think he's going to show that Sunday night. You know what I'm saying? Tip of the cap to Josh Allen for him being cordial always and stuff like that and showing love. But what do you guys think? Do you agree with Josh Allen that Lamar Jackson will be the best player in the league? And that's his title? Or do you think there's another player that's the best player in the league? Let me know what you think down in the comment section, please. All right? But as always, that's the episode of the Wunderkind Show. Thank you for watching. And how we get down, we have fun and we laugh. But everything we talk about, we're doing what? Facts and truth. Please remember, subscribe, hit that notification bell, guys. Leave a comment. You don't love the comments. If you haven't already done so already, check out the Wunderkind Morning Show. Live Monday through Thursdays, 9:30 to 10:30 a.m., where we touch on all our topics of sports, and we have a little bit of trivia and nostalgia at the end of the show from the 70s, 80s, 90s, early 2000s. Guys, be there or be squared. So worth it. Subscribe. We're going to have more interviews this year. Those are going to be for the members. Members get first come, first serve for everything, even the predictions. Okay, guys? So support and subscribe, all right, and become a member. Also, if you want to donate to the channel, help out with equipment and stuff like that, bottom of the screen, QR code. QR goes to a Cash App. Cash App located in the description of every video that we do. Name of it is money sign, The Wunderkind Show. Super easy. But that's another episode of The Wunderkind Show. This show is Nitro signing off. And as always, you know my slogan. Peace. And I am out of here. Huh? Yerp!
Finish him, Daddy.
Oh, oh!